Moving to Charlottesville, concerned and looking for the best school options? You really want to make sure you know what the top schools are for your child to get the best education possible. Well, stick around. Today, I'm actually going to be going over the top ranked private schools according to niche.com. So don't go anywhere because there are over 26 in our area alone. So this is going to be just the cream of the crop, the top of the mountain here that we're investigating today. So stick around and hopefully this will help you with living in Charlottesville. Hey y'all, so we're getting right into it. I get the question all the time about schools, the best schools, the schools to avoid, because we know that when we have members of our family that we're moving with that are going to be part of the education center, we want to make sure that we are doing the best that we can and that they have the best fit possible. So getting right into this, strictly today I am talking about the top private schools in our area according, and I've already screen shared, the 2024 niche.com best schools, and this is the best private schools in Charlottesville. So number one, right into it, we are looking at, so the first one you can see right there is actually coming in at an A+, coming in 23rd best high school, best private high school in the entire state of Virginia, and that is the Renaissance School. The Renaissance School is also ranked the number one best high school of the arts in Virginia. So if that's the mindset that your child has, that's where they excel, that's where they want to investigate, then again, Renaissance, number one best high school in the arts in Virginia. They are a college preparatory high school for academically and artistically advanced students. It is actually located right in downtown Charlottesville, like downtown proper, like just a block off, 2 blocks. No, it's that next block over. Okay, 1 or 2 blocks from the downtown mall. It is located right across from the courthouse. So that tells you the kind of environment it is. It's very centrally located and it's not very large. Like I said, college prep, it's a high school. So in this area, that means grades 9 through 12. So they do grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Approximately 50 students. The teacher ratio, you will not believe this, 4 to 1. 4 students to 1 teacher is the ratio. That is amazing. But again, their specialty is helping academically and artistically advanced students. Thanks for stopping in and spending a few minutes with me today. Today I'm actually inside because we are under a deluge of rain for the next 24, 48 hours, which is fine because hopefully then the rest of us can breathe. Anyways, back to what we're talking about, private schools. Do remember, I want you to hit subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. It's not always going to be relevant for each person. I know many of you do not care about private schools, and that is A-okay. But you know what? At least you'll know about it so that you can share it with other folks. And if this is something that is of concern to you, other things I do are probably also of concern and information for you as well. So on the heels of Renaissance School is another niche.com A+ school in Charlottesville, and that is going to be St. Anne's Belfield. So next on our list, as you can see, it comes in 25th best private high school in Virginia. That's a lot of high schools, as you know. So this is coming in 25th overall. It is also a college preparatory school. It actually, St. Anne's works with children from not a grade, but it's pre-K, so pre-kindergarten, all the way up through 12th grade for graduation. Approximately 900 plus students, and the teacher ratio runs about 8-to-1. So they have a couple of different campuses. One is actually located in a very picturesque area that is over towards Ivy side of Charlottesville. And then the other one is, and that's going to be their lower school. And then they also have the upper school and the boarding aspect, because that is another big difference, which is located right off that Ivy Road down by the interchange of like Ivy Road and 29. So St. Anne's Belfield has been around for it's one of our oldest, has been around for over 100 years. Obviously, it has evolved, but they go from pre-K to 12. You can do day school or boarding school. So next on our list of the best private schools in Charlottesville area is actually going to be, because remember, do not come after me. This is not my list. And we talked about St. Anne's Belfield. The next one, as you can see right here, Tandem Friends School, comes in at number 3, another solid A+. It is also the 35th best private school. So not even just focused down to just high school, but the 35th best private school in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is the number 1 best private high school in Albemarle County. Blue ribbon! So this is one of the reasons that I even started this. I'll tell you in a minute. This is what their motto is. This is what their mantra is. That is freedom and the responsibility to collaborate in education, contribute to community, explore imaginations, and lead life with kindness, wisdom, creativity, and integrity. What a great mantra, right? Or a great goal to be up with. It is a co-ed Quaker day school. So that's why talking about, again, using your own mind, allowing people to use their own mind. So it is a Quaker school. St. Anne's is obviously a Christian-based and does have aspects to that, chapel and things like that. Tandem Friends School. And it's funny because I did just talk to the headmaster, and he was saying, we're often told we're the best hidden secret in Charlottesville. Well, not anymore, because we're living in Charlottesville and we're talking about it. Co-ed Quaker school with services grades 5 through 12. They have just over 200 students. Their ratio is actually going to be 7 students per teacher. It's a beautiful campus. Where it's located is actually right off of Avon Street. Well, it's actually located in the middle, but the way I always think about going there is right off of Avon Street Extended. If you check out one of my other videos talking about the neighborhoods of Avon Street Extended, this is one of the ones that we actually talk about. It is directly across from the public high school of Monticello High School. Beautiful campus, very green, in an established older building, and then there's a field house and some additional things that have been built in. But it is stunning and it is beautiful. Tandem Friends School. There you go. We're moving right along. We're not talking about any of the public schools. This is purely all about private schools. The next one on our list, I'm sharing my screen after Tandem Friends School, is Miller School of Albemarle. A+ ranking on the niche.com list. It is the number 2 best private high school in Albemarle County. That's a big one. So we've already hit number 1, and now we've seen number 2. It is located in Crozet, Virginia. Remember, Crozet, Virginia is going to the east side of the Charlottesville area. Crozet is located in Albemarle. It's part of Albemarle. It's a village of Crozet. Miller is located in a stunning campus out there. As you can see, it is another A+ on the niche.com list. And again, grades 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So they actually bump one further back. Instead of 9 through 12, Miller goes 8 through 12. They have about 250 students, and their ratio of teachers to students is actually, on average, 8-1. That's really, really good. Now, here's the other interesting thing about it. They actually have an amazing cycling program, like competitive cycling. I mean, they have some other really cool curriculum things as well. One time when I was flying into Cho, there was a young lady who we ended up giving a ride to because there was a delay and everything. But anyways, she had to get her bike because she was actually coming in from out of state to attend Miller, specifically because of the cycling program. So they have an amazing cycling program that draws from all around the U.S. Miller School has been around for over 145 years. So we thought Tandem was over 100 years, and that was old. This is over 145 years old. This year, I think it would be their 146th year. So that's our newest, or that's our last one on the list. What's next? I don't know. Let's see. So next on our list is called Regents School of Charlottesville. So there you go. Best private high school in Virginia, coming in with a stealthy A-. Maybe not an A+, but it is number 86, best private high school in the entire Commonwealth. Best. Number 3, best private high school in Albemarle County. So again, it gives you that feedback. It's not just 1, 2. There's actually 3 different things that is coming in and saying this is a fabulous program. It is our newest curriculum. It is one of our newest private schools. I believe next fall, the 24-25 school year, will be its 15th year in existence. It is considered a general Christian school. They do wear uniforms. They do study Latin. So again, they follow a very traditional Christian school base. So if that's something that is of interest to you and that's what you're looking for, Regent School might be a really good fit. They serve grades kindergarten, so not pre-K, kindergarten through 12th grade. And their ratio of teacher to student is 9-1. Thumbs up, Regents. No wonder you're sticking around. So showing up next on our list, I'm pulling it up, that is going to be the Covenant School. And this one I can actually talk about. So when my daughter was starting school age, actually pre-K school age, many of these actually didn't exist because that's been, well over 23, 24 years ago. But St. Anne's was a program that we absolutely loved and adored. So we applied there and she was accepted. And then the other program that we applied at was the Covenant School. And you can see why. It is coming in number 93 on the niche.com best private high school. So it does serve, it gets an A- on the grading. It does serve over 750 students, but it's also serving pre-K, kindergarten through 12th grade. And they too, very similar to St. Anne's, are broken up on a couple of different campuses. One of those campuses is actually right off of the 250 bypass, across from the skate park. Beautiful campus. That's for the younger ones. And then when you start getting into the middle, upper grades and such, the campus actually shifts out to off of 5th Street Extended. So both very centrally located, but broken up over a couple campuses. The other thing is they too are very much a Christian-based school from start to finish. So in this aspect, and this is the way it was when my daughter attended. So every Wednesday was chapel day. So they had to participate and so it was very Christian based. Again, no judgment here. It doesn't matter to me, but I just want to make sure that you know before you waste time and you're looking into the best fit for your family and for your child, which school to go to. Covenant School is phenomenal and it's been around for a long time. It's just a Christian-based in curriculum. It's a general Christian as well. Regents is, I would consider, actually a little more influxed or influenced with the Christian aspect, but I've never attended. I've only heard, and this is the other thing, I have only heard great things. I have friends who currently have children in Regent School, and they have 3 kids there, and they absolutely adore it, absolutely love it. They have 2 boys and a girl, and all of them are excelling. I have, like I said, we attended Covenant School for a few years, the very early years, because we did not physically live in the Charlottesville area. And it just, for our family, it was our decision at that time that the best schooling curriculum for my daughter, Virginia, would actually be to attend a private school. And we were responsible for driving and all that. But you know what? Girlfriend graduated from UVA Law School. So I think our plan and the way she learned in her own manner and everything was phenomenal. She's excelling in everything, and that's what we want for our kids, right? I mean, it's not about us. It's what is going to be the best fit for our kids. So that is another reason why I love that these schools are so diverse. So you have everything from in essence, a verging of a military school all the way to a very uniformed Christian school. It's again, what does your child need? So there you go, Covenant School. So wrapping up our list. So as you can see, we have the Renaissance School, we have St. Anne's Belfield, Tandem Friends School, Miller School, Regents School, the Covenant School, and wrapping up our list is going to be Charlottesville Catholic School. So again, that pretty much is in the name. You know what it is associated with. Couple things about it. Overall, as you can see, an A+ on the niche.com grading. They run about 375 students. The campus is located off of Rio Road, very pretty area. It's a beautiful, large campus with mountain views. They have, the teacher ratio is about 14-1, and they go from pre-K, so pre-K, kindergarten, through 8th grade. So then your child would have to go somewhere else to complete high school, whether that was going into a private high school or whether that was going into a public high school. They cut it off. They go pre-K through 8th. Here's what I will say about this one. We actually looked because I have never heard anything bad about Charlottesville Catholic either. Honestly, none of these, all of these, and out of the 26+, and these are the top 7, I can totally see why. The only thing I've read about, or the only thing I ever heard about Charlottesville Catholic is, if it is an absolutely phenomenal school, and as far as private schools go, it is exceptionally, it's priced for value. Let me put it that way. Because also, obviously, many of the families that attend Charlottesville Catholic School will be multiple sibling families. So they understand and they try to accommodate that a family may have 3, 4, 5, 8 children, and they will all, in possibility, be there at one time, I guess they could. The school is outstanding and it's beautiful and the teachers are amazing. The one thing I've always heard is, if it's perfect if you're looking for that middle of the road, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm talking about that and this is actually when I was looking over these and researching these, because again, my daughter has been long out of the school era time. So one of the big comments that I kept seeing, and this is from when we were looking at the schools, because we thought about, it was new then, we thought about sending our daughter there. And that was very specifically, if they are, and I don't mean this to sound bad, but if they're middle of the road students, it is a phenomenal school with phenomenal value. But because again, ratio is 14-1, so a little bit higher than some of the other private schools, but what they do is they do it very well. But because they do that general area so well, it's really hard for them to accommodate levels on either side. So if your child needs additional attention, whether that's because I don't know, math is not your son's thing, he just doesn't get it, or your daughter is having a hard time with socialization, all the way up to if your daughter is reading at a 5th grade level and she's in kindergarten. Charlottesville, that's the one thing I've always heard, is Charlottesville Catholic School, beautiful, fabulous, nobody would trade it for middle. But the people who find the challenge are on either side of the middle. There you go. The cream of the crop for the best private schools in our area. Again, we have over in our area. Now, this doesn't include schools that are just out on the outskirts of our area, such as schools. There's a military school over in Waynesboro. There are other schools just outside. Those don't, but in our area, we have over 26 schools. After we went through our top list, look at this. Peabody School. There are so many others. Peabody School is a school for pre-K through, I think it's 8th grade. So again, trying to hit right before the high school where most common is. Peabody School is located over near Mill Creek off of Avon Street Extended. So very easy, very convenient, but it's actually considered a highly gifted school. So these are for, like, if you watch Young Sheldon or Big Bang Theory, it's for the Sheldons of the world. It's for very gifted children who are working at such a high level that they just cannot get needs met in either a public school or other high school or other private schools. So Peabody School is very regimented and it works at an extremely high level. Mountaintop Montessori, we've got Charlottesville Day School, an international school, Charlottesville Waldorf School, Christian Preschool, CBI, Montessori, Free Union Country School. Ooh, here's an interesting one. The Charlottesville Field School. This is located out in Crozet. This is an all-male middle school. I'm not sure about your experience. My middle school years would not go back to them because, quite honestly, I think they sucked. So maybe this would be a really good fit for your son. Field School is grades 5 through 8 and located in Virginia. The other one, right under it, Village School. This is an all-girls school for that same grade spectrum. So that goes from grades 5 through 8, and that is located in downtown Charlottesville. So it's always fun because you always see the young ladies walking to lunches and walking for their physical activity and going places and utilizing city services. We did have a friend whose daughter attended and absolutely loved it. But again, there's going to be a before and there has to be a school afterwards. So Village School, downtown Charlottesville. Oh, as you can see, there just goes on and on and on. One more I want to point out as I scroll. Here it is right here. Huge. This school, it's called Virginia Institute of Autism, VIA. I've actually helped several families who have moved here specifically so their child could attend VIA. If this is a situation that interests or is your family is of need in, it is a very sought after program. It has approximately 50-ish students. They go from grades 1 through 12, and it is the full gamut curriculum. So again, if this is something, because again, every family is different. Let me stop my sharing here. Every child is different. That's the big thing I learned with our daughter is there is no cut and dry education path. I have yet to meet anybody who have been in any of our public schools who have been like, oh my God, Pam, sell our house. We want to move because of the school. No. We do get people when they're moving into the area who are asking for very specific schools because, again, they read, they hear, and that kind of thing. But I have yet to know anybody who has hated their school, who has moved or sold or done stuff to get out of their school system. Not saying the public schools are not without problems, because you know what? Across the country, that's going to be the case. And whether it's the city of Charlottesville, whether it's the county of Albemarle or Louisa or Greene or whatever it is, we overall have phenomenal schools. But every child is different. Some children will need a private school for whatever reason that is. Some may need a specialty program such as VIA. It doesn't matter. Every child, every family has their own. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this answered some questions. And if you're looking at living in Charlottesville, that this may give you some direction on potentials for school, or at least some feedbacks and some information points that you can go after. Niche.com, greatschools.com. There are a lot of resources. Obviously, you have to take in an overall view. One resource is never going to be a be-all, do-all, because somebody's going to post scathing and somebody's going to post loving on the same site, and they're both going to be right. But if I can help you with anything and you're looking at living in Charlottesville, please reach out. Shoot me an email, give me a call, send me a text. If I'm not working with clients, I will answer. If I am, I will still respond back as soon as possible. I would love to help you with living in Charlottesville, because that's what I do. It's not a bother to me. Even if you're not moving for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that's okay. My response is quite often to some folks that reach out to me. They're like, well, we're not actually looking to move for another 2 or 3 years. Kudos to you. You are planning and doing it right then. You're going to have so much more information, and you're going to be so much less stressed with that plan out. You may get here and hate it. And there are people like that, and that is fine. My daughter does not like Charlottesville because she was raised here. She is a DC girl. That is her vibe. That is where she loves. She doesn't have to drive. She can take the metro. She just loves it up there. And it's all that very, very close. To me, chaotic craziness, but that's her love. So you may not like it here, and that's a-okay too. Charlottesville's not the right fit for everybody, but I hope it's the right fit for you. I've loved it. I was raised here. I've come back here. I've raised my family here. So I would love to share that with you. If there is something that I can help you with, or if you have a question, drop me a note below. If you want to know specifically about something, ask. I love suggestions. And on the same token, if this has helped you at all, or you found it at all interesting, would really love your thumbs up, because even though I'm inside on a dreary, rainy day and recording this for you, it's always good to know that somebody's enjoying it. So until next time, thanks for watching, and let's talk about living in Charlottesville.